ginormous, like gigantic. Not only was it gigantic, it was red. It's kind of like the other one I caught. The sub skills are good, but the order is atrocious. All right, to Cyan Beach we go. Oh, it's 4 Poke Biscuits. I'm very excited and I love this. I love this so much. Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to the channel. It is the start of week 2 of the anniversary fest. So let's get straight into the sleep research, switch our campsite, feed our Snorlax some breakfast, and catch up a little bit. So I did see that we got some cookies placed in our gift box yesterday. I haven't picked that up yet because I wanted to do that together with you guys. So we will be doing that later. And we got snoozing type. Oh, and it is a full moon event as well. And speaking of the full moon event, oh, I got a new record. I saw the biggest moon yesterday. So I was driving, my boyfriend and I were driving home, and I noticed, ooh, it's a Sylveon. I noticed the moon, and it was ginormous, like gigantic. Not only was it gigantic, it was red, and it just looked so close to the earth, and it was crazy. All right, so we got 2 Sylveons, which is pretty new for us, and a Quaxly and Fuecoco, which is a little bit of foreshadowing because those are the Pokemon that I'm planning to go for this week. I didn't get a good Sprigatito, but I decided that because I have a good potato farmer with my Golem and my Victory Bell, it doesn't really make sense for me to throw my resources in order to catch a triple potato Sprigatito just for the main skill, when after hearing Fabian's thoughts on Discord, I could be using a Flareon or a Glaceon for that, right? So I do need a apple farmer, which is what I'm looking for with Fuecoco, and it would be pretty beneficial for me to find a double leak Quaxly as well. So that is what I'm gonna look for. And if you haven't guessed yet, that means I'm going to go to Cyan Beach. So we're going to go there. It's also a great opportunity for us to finally find our Totodile and our Mono Milk Squirtle. Alright, so none of the Paldean starters showed up as hungry last week for me, except for Meowscarada, which was a hungry, and then I got it as a critical capture. But oh my gosh, the game volume wasn't even on, so it's on now. But between the two, I kind of want to catch the Fuecoco more. But we're one tick away. I'm gonna feed it 1 cookie, and then I'm gonna give the Quaxly 1 cookie. And then we're gonna end it there and hopefully catch more this week. So I saw yesterday Musaternal's profile, we'll see it later. They caught a shiny... I'm not gonna throw a cookie at that one. They found a shiny Sprigatito, and Sprigatito has like purple eyes. So if the eyes are closed when you're doing sleep research, you might not tell right away. Especially if you didn't see the sparkles. So I think I'll do Fuecoco. Whoa, it's a lot of research EXP and dream shards we got. Alright, let's see. It's kind of like the other one I caught, where it was sausage in the middle and then apple at the end, I believe. But it was an apple sausage. Speaking of apple sausages, have you guys seen that there was this trend on TikTok where there's like chicken sausage, with cottage cheese, hearts of palm with cottage cheese. And I've never really had cottage cheese, but it looks freaking delicious. Alright, so inventory up L, inventory up M, helping speed, ingredient finder M. Oh my gosh, the sub skills are good, but the order is atrocious. I wish the ingredient finding was at the top and I could make do with inventory at the end. Helping speed is at a good place. I don't mind it there, but oh my gosh, that is so sad. And it is speed of help up, energy recovery down. So we will keep it for now, just in case, but not ideal for what I'm looking for. Alright, so this is where we ended last night. We ended at Master 15. So let's choose our next campsite. And we will say ta-ta to our Snorlax that we spent so much time with this week. So this is week 53 for me. And I got an A. Wonder why. Alright, to Cyan Beach we go. And the record here is Master 14. So let's see if we're gonna break the record. Oh, there's a new sound. So I won't be able to hear it, but I'll hear it during editing. But I'm sure it's freaking amazing. So here's our new Snorlax, and contrary to popular belief, it is not a shiny. Different areas have different colors, and this week we are doing salads, which is, I think, the strongest of the 3 dish types that I have. But let's see whether or not we even have any ingredients to make a salad. My Entei triggers its skill like once a day. Did it only once yesterday. And you know what? My mistake was I didn't decide until very late last night that I was going to go to Cyan Beach. And I was so tired and I forgot to switch out my team. So the berries are not ideal. But what I like about being at Cyan Beach is that I could use my Wigglytuff without feeling bad about the berry typing, because Wigglytuff is a fairy type, and as you could see before, the Pecha Berry is a favorite typing of Cyan Beach. Now let's pick up our gift. And we got 20 diamonds, which is really nice. Don't mind if I do. Okay, let's see. Oh, actually, I should switch out my team just in case. Anyone? Any last chance? One berry? Okay. Ideally, make it a rule of thumb to make sure you click on all the magnifying glasses before you swap out your team, because if there's a skill that they haven't triggered yet, then you'll lose it as well. Or any ingredients, those will get lost as well. So this seems to be my salads. Let's switch out for her, because I do want the team to be healthy. I want Arya in the front though. So what am I making here? I forget, going week after week, like, what was my intention with this team, you know? We are at basic 2. I haven't seen the data mined info about what the weekly missions are looking like either, so let's take a look at the week 2 mission rewards. Oh, we got a friendship incense. Stick to your bedtime 3 times and you'll get 5 cookies, so that will be fun to gather. But we already got some Sprigatito candy for the non-existing Sprigatito that we will invest in. But let's take a look at my salads. So it seems like the salad I usually make is the spore mushroom salad, ninja salad as well. I need tasty mushrooms, soybeans, large leeks, which Quaxley will be super helpful for that. So I'm gonna take a nap later, like after dinner time, when energy's a little lower, so that I could use the recovery incense for the nap session as well. And I'll use my Quaxley incense. So hopefully, because the pool of Pokemon showing up on my Monday nap session will be small, chances are it's more likely for Quaxley to be hungry. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Now let's see what else. I need beans, mushroom, ginger. Beans, mushroom, ginger. So I will switch out my Ninetales. Bean Dude would be a great addition to add now, especially because the mini candy meter thing is going on, but I'll do this for now. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get the candy get enough candies to probably like later on in the week I'll finally be able to, but I don't know, it feels like such a waste doing it on a on a golem like that. Alright, I'm gonna have to switch out my Blastoise as well for a tomato farmer, leek. So I could go for Ditto Dave, which has 3 leeks. My Blue Nose also has 3 leeks. And I also benefit from getting tomatoes if I want to make other dishes as well. So I think I will go with Blue Nose. Although the helping bonus of the Ditto would have been pretty neat as well. So ninja salad is what we're aiming for, but we could also make mushroom salads. Actually, not really. Oh, actually I can. I have a ton of oil. So I think past me for hoarding onto those oils. And then our Dugtrio will also farm tomatoes, which is good. But it's gonna be a while. But for the time being, I can make my slowpoke pepper tail salad, which is gonna take a whopping 15 oils. Holy smokes. Let's hope it's gonna be a critical. And we will not need any sausages, so let's free up some space and dump that in. It's not. But we got a whopping 32k at a level 21 dish, which is really nice. Now a part of me wants to remove my Aria and add in my Aqua instead to farm a lot of ingredients. Actually, I could probably take out one of my Pupitars. Let's see how my Ginger is doing. We're now at Great 1. So Ginger, I have 19. I think we're fine. So I will switch out a Pupitar. I think it's Liv that's double Ginger. Yeah. Switch it out for Aqua. And that will be the team for now. It's definitely gonna look different throughout the week, but pretty happy. And let's open our gift box. Let's see what we get. water type candies, which is so fitting because we are also at the beach today. We're using our Quaxley incense. We're trying to find one. So, is this a good omen? Oh, it's 4 Poke Biscuits, not 5. So yeah, pick up your 4 Poke Biscuits. And now let's go to the sleep research community and talk about our week. So, actually, yesterday, during my mall walk with my boyfriend, we went to the game shop and we picked up Violet. So, I'm very excited and I wanted to record a Let's Play. So, I was trying to do the setup to figure out how to capture the footage on my Switch and get it on my game capture and all that stuff. And I've done this before because I used to stream on Twitch, so I'm familiar with how to set it up and everything. But the thing is, my old setup was dual monitors. I had speakers, I had my Elgato capture card and HDMI switch just to switch the output of my second monitor so I could use it for productivity, and when I need to, I just switch it over to use it as a monitor to play my Switch on. But then after my whole Twitch stuff, I was like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna stream or create content again. So when I moved out, I invested in a ultra wide monitor and it is beautiful. But now it is causing me some trouble because I don't have a secondary monitor to play my Switch on. And on top of that, I can't use my main monitor to use it to play the game and to record the game at the same time because it can only be a monitor for my desktop or a monitor for my Switch. So I'm trying to figure out ways to do this as a single monitor setup, and I found a video last night. So I'm hoping that this will solve it. Right after today, when I'm done editing and recording, I'm going to try it out. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know, I might just have to somehow make room on this desk for a second monitor. But this ultra wide monitor is taking up so much space already, so it's just, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And I don't want to tilt the monitor vertically because it's gonna be such a long thing on my desk. So that was giving me a little bit of stress yesterday, but I'm very excited about this. To be honest, at one point I felt so defeated and I was like, should I just play this off camera? But I'm determined. I am determined. And I'm very excited because there are the Paldean Pokemon that showed up for this event, but on top of that, upon doing some research, I also found out that this is the 4th best selling game in the franchise, the Scarlet Violet. So pretty exciting. So the last iteration I've played was Sword and Shield. I had the Shield version. And prior to that was Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon. You know what's crazy though? When Sun and Moon came out and then a year later they came out with Ultra Sun and Moon, and we really replayed that game. And it was pretty much like the same game. I mean, there are like maybe some tiny stuff, but yeah, story-wise and everything. But then like the parallel universe stuff and videos that people made from that was very interesting to watch. The theories and everything about that, especially with the wormholes. But I think Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon was my favorite up until now because the character development was just so nice and the vibes. Also because of the newness of how they approached doing Sun and Moon with the characters, like how they looked in the world and everything. But now with like a huge overworld in this one after Legends of Arceus and everything, I can't even imagine what it's gonna look like. So that is gonna be such a new experience for me. I've seen gameplay of people doing that. I hear shiny hunting is fun, which is nice because we all love to find our shinies. But speaking of shinies, we haven't encountered one yet. So yeah, that's a little situation on the Pokemon Violet game. So thank you guys so much for telling me that I should get it, because for a long time I was on the fence. And I had a very... oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, never mind. I was so confused because for a moment, the little portrait there looked like it had purple eyes. You know when it's unopened? But then, I don't even think they show shinies for that. So, yeah. False alarm. It was not a shiny. But yeah, going back to my train of thought, I had a very fun time catching up with my boyfriend's family. And we had Chinese food, which was really good. And I also, in the same restaurant, there was a baby shower, not baby shower, a 1-year baby birthday party going on. And the mother of the baby was actually someone I knew in my past. So I was like, holy cow, what a small world. We don't really talk anymore. I would say we're more acquaintances, if anything. But it was just crazy, like what a small world. And I know the waitress there because he used to, I know him since like high school. He used to date some of my friends. And he worked at this Bubble 2 lounge that we used to go to a lot. So he was working there. And I was talking to him. And he was like, oh, did you see so-and-so's birthday is over there? And I'm like, yeah, what a small freaking world, man. And he's like, I know. But yeah. So my boyfriend's sister, my friend, she came back from Thailand and Philippines, and she got probably the best gift that you can get from Thailand, and it is this inhaler. I think the people of Thailand call it like yadom or something, but I know it also became like pretty popular because Lisa from Blackpink, she is Thai, and sometimes her fans would give her this. And I also think in the rave scene they use this, but this is basically a inhaler. It says over here, relief of nasal congestion. And the ingredients are menthol, camphor, eucalyptus oil, and Borneo. But oh my gosh, if you are Vietnamese or you've used this before, this smells like that, but less concentrated. And this just brought back like so many memories of childhood for me, not because I've used this particular one, but the scent of it that reminds me of the green one. And you do this, and it's just like such a huge relief, especially if you're congested in your nose a lot, which I have been because of allergies in the summertime. And there's this minty smell to it, and it's just so good. And I love it. I'm so happy. And I have another one. So the top one here is where you can breathe it in through your nose. And then the bottom is where you can put the oil onto like pulse points or behind your ears or even on your temples. I know whenever I got sick or headaches, my mom would like rub the green one onto like my back, my chest, my temples here for relief, and that was such a core memory. But I'm so happy. I love this. I love this so much. So yeah, I got this, and this is also great if you get travel sickness, or what is it, car sickness, because sometimes when I'm in Asia and the car rides just give me so much nausea. So this would be something I would want to smell to help relieve that. So my little gift, I couldn't be any more happy with that. Thank you so much. And yeah, we also talked about Kimi Todoke because she started watching that, and I had like a little fangirl moment because I love that anime. And there's 2 seasons out right now. The 3rd season, after 10 years, is finally coming out next month. So it has inspired me to rewatch season 1 and 2. So I might do that later today or later this week, just to refresh my memory and prepare for season 3. So I'm so happy. And yeah, that was my weekend. It was very good. On Saturday, we saw my boyfriend's cousin. And then later at 11, my boyfriend brought me home, and then he went back out again to see his other friend who came to visit from out of the city. So my boyfriend had a super packed week, and my weekend was very nice and very lovely. And yeah, now it is Monday. It is day 8 of the anniversary fest. So far, it's looking good. Hopefully later today at our nap session, we find a good quack sleep. And then that will be like one less stress off my shoulder when it comes to the game, because then I just have to focus my efforts on a Fuecoco. But then my second priority will be a Totodile, and then the Mono Milk Squirtle. So those are my goals for this week. Let me know what your goals are if you haven't. I saw that some of you guys wrote it in the last video, so it did inspire me, because initially I was gonna stay at Greengrass Isle to hunt for more Sprigatito, and then I snapped out of it and I was like, girl, you got potato farmers already. Why do you need a Sprigatito for? So thank you guys for the wake-up call. I am not Cyan Beach for that. And later today, figure this out. Hopefully I'll be able to get some gameplay in. When it comes to this though, I was thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play, and then once I get to the first city and explore everything, talk to everything, explore and touch every garbage bin, I will then stop the video and play on my own time to farm Pokemon and level up. Because one thing I really like doing is to make sure that I catch every Pokemon on that route before I move on to the next stage. So I feel like that would be kind of boring to do on record, on video. So I'm just going to do the playthrough, what goes on when we get to the first city, talk to all the residents, and yeah, garbage cans, because if you know, then you'll know that sometimes there's some goodies there. Or if you see like rocks that are out of place, you click on that too and you might find something. So hopefully I get to play this today. But thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Monday. Let me know what your objectives are, what you're planning to look for. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care, good luck, and have fun. Bye.